What's up? What's up? Good news, good news, good news, good news, good news, good news, good news. Um, well, I'm going to talk about the soaps. I put some links in the description, but this is Holy Cow Fougere Bouquet. Always kind of in the Reddit forums. People mention that it's the best smelling soap. I disagree somewhat, but it's very nice. It's very floral. It's real nice. And I'm going to be using, I've been soaking it a little bit. The Ken Surfs 2021. See it soaking. Boarhead. Now I'm a big fan of boarheads. Big fan. But they have to be worked in. And I've been having a difficult time with getting a good lather because these are pretty much new brushes. If you check out this brush, this is a beauty right here. So it's like Under the Sea, Diaz Cosmetic forehead, but I'm letting the glue fix itself, for the next 2 days or whatever. Yeah. How you doing, Moose? How's everything, man? This wouldn't be a stream without you, you know. And I'm gonna finish it up with. I better get my. This is a Silver Mountain water clone. You can find this at Best Brands Perfume, and I left the link there. If you're into Silver Mountain water, now here's the thing. Hold on, I gotta get. I qualified. I qualified for Ozempic, and see the cough I have right now. A lot of it has to do with being overweight, because my liver's scarred up. Right. I mean, it's the bottom line. TMI, but the people who come here who aren't trolls, I have a lot of trolls, you know, and maybe they're in good shape, but um, if you have diabetes, I just been diagnosed with diabetes. Like over the last couple of years, I never had diabetes, and it's with eating too much. I don't even know if it's just sugar, but like I guess it's sugar, but I don't qualify for insulin, right? So there's a new drug out on the market. What's up? She's type 1. Yeah, I think I just got into type 2. Diabetes, Wolford Brimley can help. Okay, well, I'm just telling you my story. I don't know about Wolford Brimley. So I'm going to get on a new kind of experimental Ozempic because I'm a vet, and they're not going to give you Ozempic. We're like the guinea pigs for, I don't want to say it like that, but I want to lose weight. So I talked to my buddy yesterday, and I told him about it, right? Because Ozempic is $1,000 a shot, somewhere around that, and you get like a year supply, and you could pretty much it gets you down to what weight you should be, and what weight I should be is like 190, 190. So I'm 230, exactly 230. So it's going to get me down 40 pounds. Of course, what it does, I guess, is it controls your hunger. So my friend did his first shot yesterday, and he went to Longhorn, and he took a shot before, and he ordered the steak, and he's like, I'm not hungry. He could only eat half his salad. He said he was starving, right? And he had to meet his wife, and so she ordered for him. So he ordered like what's so good? It wasn't a porterhouse, like a really, really good steak, right? And he couldn't eat it. He couldn't eat it. So he said he felt fine. He didn't feel the anxiety to eat because there's a lot of anxiety too. So he didn't eat it, and he's like, man, I'm gonna lose a lot of weight, And everybody, and I mean everybody that has tried Ozempic or whatever has it works. It just works. It's like a new miracle drug. It's sort of like when Viagra came out. Remember when Viagra came out? Like if you couldn't get an erection, it's like Viagra came to the rescue, man. Viagra was a miracle drug for many, right? So this is like for people who eat too much. It's like for people who eat too much and maybe nervous eating. So it controls the nervous eating, which I do have that nervous eating issue. And a lot of people will say, go on this diet or that diet. And I used to be disciplined where I could do it, but I can't do it anymore, man. I can't do it anymore. I'm being honest with myself. I was younger and they didn't have this, and it's like a cheat. Can you explain nervous eating, dude? If you know, you know. I mean, nervous eating. You're just kind of maybe sometimes bored, and you're just kind of. It's like food, sort of. Food is a drug because I would wake up in the middle of the night and just eat food, bro. That's it. That's it, dude. It's nervous eating. It's sort of like you can't sleep. I do it myself. You wake up in the middle of the night and I start eating these like peanut butter filled pretzels. Premature ejaculation, right? And like, okay, do I really need it? Am I really hungry? No, but it's like if I'm awake, I want to be eating the pretzels. I don't know, man. I can't explain it. I'm not a doctor. Sweet but not too sweet. You met him? What do you think of Jeremy Fragrance? Dude, here's my thought on the whole thing with Jeremy. Jeremy's a narcissist. And I think he thought maybe the woman would say, yeah, 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 yeah. I can't find the girl's page, but from what I saw, the girl looked really young. Really young, right? Um, really young. So, I guess people are envisioning my college project with a woman like, no, they look like 25, seriously. And they were adults. But, I wish I could. My ex, she's like, you don't want anything to do with this. You want to forget this. You're living a new life, this and that. And, who would have thought 20 years later people would have been talking about it? But, yeah. Hey, AM. It's Saturday, man. I'm glad I could see you. Maybe you can hang around. I'm done with Hyper Mega Bummer Boys. What does that mean? There we go. You took over Kevin. I talked with Kevin. I spoke with Kevin, I should say. Kevin is a good-hearted guy. I swear. I told everybody that, but he does have like diarrhea of the mouth, and I'm 17 and my man wants me to do OnlyFans. Should I tell him I want to transition to be a man so I'll stop asking? He'll stop asking. I don't get involved with that. You know, um, I don't believe. First of all, I don't believe you're a woman. I believe you're like a guy, probably some creepy guy. I don't know. Like I know a lot of these trolls are probably from the fragrance community. Trump or Harris? Come on, man. I mean, if you want to vote for Harris, you know, you're voting for communism. If you woke up as a crab, what would you do? That's the weirdest question ever. What would you do? Sweet, but not too sweet. No, but yes, go Trump. Yeah, they're gonna cheat. We all think Trump's gonna win. I'm a big Trump supporter, but you got to be honest, man. Listen, Trump had those big rallies back in 2020, 50,000 people. Biden had like 10 people in cars wearing masks. And he won. So it's the poll workers. I think we need more poll watchers too. And you have to understand the poll workers are generally, and I'm not saying they cheat, but they're generally minorities, and they give into this whole thing that Trump is racist, this and that. So it's like, you know, it's 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 sad that people actually believe this stuff still in 2024. You know, dude, that shooter was like planted there by the blues. It's like God is with Trump. Yes, EU try to censor Musk. Yeah, of course. They have their own agenda. You know, it's kind of sickening that they're gonna arrest British people for posting online. That's like 1984 stuff, man. It's like you know we used to talk about this, back in the 90s about like where words matter. Michael Dinsmore just called me. Um, yeah, I lost my train of thought. I haven't spoken with Michael Dinsmore in 6 months. Holy shit! Let me see. Yeah, dude, the shooter. Yeah, so it's this whole thing is if Kamala wins, man, it's gonna be a scary world. Seriously, like I never thought the United States would be in this kind of position. But okay, here's the deal. If I'm Jewish, right? Do I think all Jewish people have my best interest? Hell no. Chuck Schumer's Jewish. I can't stand the guy. A lot of Jews and me think differently. I don't like Chuck Schumer. Nancy Pelosi, she's Italian. Hello from the Netherlands. Hell yeah. Hogat het met je. Hogat het met je. Are you wearing Isfarkan this summer? Yeah. Have a nice shave. Eat some nice fritter met mayonnaise. Yes. Um. Yeah, I'm gonna wear some Isfarkan. Isfarkan is outdoor. I love Isfarkan, but I haven't really gone outdoors. You know, So Isfarkan is like for me when I go out. This is I don't use double edge, but just for now I am. This is the Rex Ambassador. Very good adjustable razor. They should handle the Palestine situation like Trump says. Go all the way. Be careful with the shaving knife. Yes. Well, it's hard to talk about Palestine or whatever. You have to understand the history, and I'm not gonna explain the history, but Palestine became a state in 1988. 1988. And mostly Palestinians, now Palestinians, were from Jordan. You have to understand something. And they're people. They're people, you know. So um, they're people. Everybody's a person. But why did Egypt build a wall? Like, why did Egypt build a wall to not let the Palestinians in? There's a lot of history, you know, and and you know it's hard to say. I'm Jewish, so I'm definitely pro-Israel, but also like I'm not in agreement with funding Israel, but also it's hard not to say you're funding Israel because Hamas is kind of crazy, man. You know, and you know, there people think everything is war is deceptive, right? War is very deceptive, and if you think the Palestinians and not just them built the hospital, but underneath the hospital they have all these weapons and tunnels and this and that. You're kind of naive, you know. War isn't pretty. War isn't honest. War is deceptive, right? War is deceptive. War is propaganda. And, you know, I don't know what's going on over there. I have my neighbor, she's in Israel. You forgot the nose here. I'm going to get that. And she would give her life for Israel. She tells me the stories. Um, she believes in her cause. I think it was one of those Scandinavian countries. They're kicking out anybody who can't assimilate to the European culture. So if you're going to pray in the middle of the street, they're going to send you back because you have to assimilate. You have your ways and your beliefs, but at a certain point, you're infringing on other people. You're infringing on, like, I don't know. Do you want somebody to be blocking the road while you're driving, or you know, it's like there's two sides to the whole thing. You got the guy that just wants to get to work. So should he be infringed upon? And so, you know, they're gonna pray in the middle of the street. Should that be allowed, or can that be controlled? Okay, respect other people's cultures. Respect other people's cultures, but like, there's two sides to this. If you're a Muslim, you need to respect the British way. Diabetes, Liberty Medical, ice cream, apple pie, bet it's diabetes. We get a little. I'm not gonna do the whole face. Oh, it feels good. Maybe I will do the whole face. So boreheads. A lot of people say you shouldn't push too hard with borehead, and you get a better lather if you just let the tips touch. But I'm just kind of rough with things, and you know. So it's all about assimilation. The racism thing is BS. I'm sure there's racists, you know, but that's just an excuse. That's just an excuse, and that's allowing. And if you don't think there's control and power in what they're doing it on purpose. It's about domination. But the anti-racists don't get it. They think, oh, they're like, oh, I can't stand Tommy Robinson. Jacob, Neil, do you use a moisturizer? Um, I use a moisturizer. No, this the soap is sort of like a moisturizer. You notice my skin's a little moister. All these, see, the thing is, like Taylor of Old Bond Street. I'm not gonna. I've always used Taylor of Old Bond Street, but these kind of soaps have a lot of like. Let me see if I can show you a lot of properties. Keep the UK British. You are a knuckle dragger. If you want to keep the UK, you know, see, that's the politically correct thing to say. You know, that's the politically correct thing to say. If you want to keep the UK, come on, man. Of course, you want to keep the UK British. Uh, the British have their own culture, um, and people should respect it. You know, people should respect it. And if you can't respect it, get the hell out. The thing is, they're treated like second class citizens. Like, if you're an illegal immigrant, they're putting you up in the hotels, paying for your medical, and then if you're just a British person, you don't get anything. You don't see the hypocrisy. So that's this whole DEI thing. They're giving privileges because they feel like they're a victim because of the color of their skin and whatever. But they also came in illegally. Let me put on something light, which is a very good healing. This is Zingari Man's Recovery Splash. No alcohol, just coconut, pineapple, peach, and a lot of recovery properties. To smells really nice. Mm. And this stuff, like it's subtle, but it's a really good scent. They don't really sell this anymore. I don't know why. I love coconut nanas, man. I should wear the coconut nanas cologne to match it up, which I do have. But I'm going to give Christian O a shout out. How much for cuddles? It's a joke, man. It's a joke. I don't give cuddles. So this is their Silver Mountain water. You can find us at bestbrandsperfume.com. I'm not a fan of Silver Mountain water, but you know, I'm a fan of his Green Irish Tweed. That one's good. This one's good. I like it. I like it. I mean, it's a cologne. I like it. Kind of soapy, kind of a little musk in there. They say it's a little metallic. Not a fan of Silver Mountain water, right? It's super fresh. Silver Mountain water is super fresh. Scent of the day, Costa Azura. Nice one. Sometimes I think people say one thing because it's what they think is the mainstream hip thing to flow with, but in their heart of hearts they believe otherwise. Yeah, it's all about where people like to jump on the bandwagon, right? It's like bandwagon hoppers. Everybody wants to be in the popular crowd. Like I know, like Sweet Milk came in here and he was asking about Jeremy. I'm like, I kind of know, I kind of knew Jeremy would do that. I mean, it's not like surprising. Your voice perfectly fits with the original Xbox music player's visualizers. So, yeah, it's nice. This one is spot on, Jacob. The one that Christian O sells. But yeah, well, I forgot what I was saying now. I thought I was on a really good topic. My brain was like, yeah, really happy, whatever I was talking about. But oh yeah, people like to hop on what's popular. It's like I want to be more politically correct, but also it's showing a weakness, you know, because you're not standing up for what you believe. It's a weakness, and you're not strong enough to do. We were talking about Muslims. Oh, thanks. I dream my wife to. Yeah, no, I, like I don't. I think the world has too many different cultures, and sometimes when you bring all those cultures together, it can clash. Like there's people that are liberals that live in Kentucky. I'm like, yeah, you don't get it. What I see and what you see, and oops, I almost tripped. So it's like you don't understand. You just want to hate on the white conservatives. Dude, Christian had a beautiful sister on his channel the other day. Oh yeah, I gotta check it out. Christian has set me up, man. I don't know. Yeah, Christian. The woman loved Christian because Christian's a nice guy. He's a real and Danim. He has a couple. He says he has a couple of models lined up for his future videos, which is cool. Because a lot of guys really care what the woman thinks. And Nima. Nima has a good channel. I think sometimes he gets a little nervous or whatever, but I think his content is good, especially when he has those pretty women on. And he said to me, he says they're prettier than the woman Jeremy gets, and truly they are. They're really pretty. You know, some of these other guys that are fragrance reviewers should get pretty woman as well, because that's what guys want to see. Guys are a little simpy. This is kind of a simpy community. I mean, it really is. It's like women can't do any wrong. Women can't do any wrong. And I've just had too many experiences where I'm like, dude, you're out of your mind. If you're gonna think like that, one day you're gonna get a rude awakening. You're gonna get a rude awakening. You can't just think, okay, she's a female, so she's innocent and she sounds nice and this and that. You're gonna get a rude awakening, truly. And you know, that's how it is. To give somebody respect just because they're a woman is wrong. They have to earn it. Nima is way too worried about what people think and trying to fit in an algorithm. Not interested. I know. I talked to him. It's like, oh, how many people are watching? I said, don't look at the numbers, dude. Don't look at the numbers. Never look at the numbers. Sometimes I'm talking and I'm on a roll and only one person's watching, but like I keep it going. It's like you gotta you can't worry about the numbers and who's watching and how many people are watching. He said to me, man, I remember you used to always have like 60 people watching and this and that. I'm like, yeah, but things change, and like I don't care, you know, I don't care. I just want to do it because I want to have a good time. I want to connect with friends. She got ass though. Yeah. Woman could do wrong. Just watch Ray Gun. What's Ray Gun, man? Everybody's talking something about the Olympics. Yeah, but yeah, Nima cares too much what people think, and it's like kind of obvious, right? I'd go down there and dance around with her. I don't know. Is Ray Gun white, black? Like a lot of people, is that a break dancer? Like the Olympics is just totally weird, man. The Olympics is just totally weird. It's like we're entering a new era where I don't know, man. I'm a big Mister Rogers fan. Men should be men, women should be women. You are a woman, stay a woman. Well, I feel manly. So what? You're a tomboy. I mean, that's it. But now to transition, you're messing with God's creation. You're messing with God's creation. And I understand, that a lot of people don't believe in God, and that's okay. But don't mess with the way you were born. Like I have a mechanical valve inside my heart because it was, it was congenital, but it wasn't the way it should have been, you know. But your gender is, God made you a woman or God made you a man. Just because you have feminine traits doesn't mean you need to go through some sort of reassignment surgery and mess with all that. You know, that's just my belief. I just, I mean, I'm glad I love women. I'm glad. I guess I'm normal. Um, I'm a cis white male, as they say. Oh, by the way, Matt Walsh is coming out with a new movie called Am I Racist? I want to see that. It's coming out in September though. I'm going to get my I'm going to get my what do you call it? Ozempic in October. So like by my birthday, I should at least be 20 pounds lighter, and I'll be happy with that. And I'm gonna have to get smaller shirts, but I'm just gonna wear these shirts and just be smaller. Let's see what the comments are. I'd get down there and dance around with her. Do you play games? Yeah, I play games. I play Overwatch. I play a lot of Overwatch while I'm on my exercise bike. I have my controller in my hand and I play Overwatch on my PS5. I play PC games. I play VR games. I love Synth Riders. It's my one of my favorite games. I love a game called Barbaria. I have a PSVR 2, and pretty much I own a lot of the games, but I just don't like the spooky games. There's too many spooky games on PSVR 2, like you know Resident Evil and Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, and I have all that, but it's like it's kind of boring. I want to be in a beautiful place. I don't want to go into a dreary, spooky place. But VR, man, VR is incredible. The Meta 3, is great, and you don't have to log in with Facebook anymore. But VR is really good because it gets you moving. Oh, wait, what happened? This thing ain't working like it used to. VR. Make sure you lift while on Ozempic. A lot of weight loss is muscle. Oh, yeah. Let me see. This is attachment good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to lift. Well, I'm going to exercise. So you lose a lot of muscle. Ooh, that's scary. Well, I don't want to lose my muscle, but yeah, there's people that have said there's like negative side effects and really scary negative side effects, but honestly, so I don't know, but from what I think, I may be wrong. I don't want to give out medical misinformation, but my my liver's scarred up, right? I can't see it because it's inside my body. That's funny. But yeah, it's supposed to help when you're not eating this and that. It's gonna sort of repair itself, in a lot of ways. So I want. It's like great because I'm gonna, when you lose weight, you're gonna feel better. A lot of your organs are gonna feel better, and I'm willing to take the risk with this experimental drug. You know, if I start having really negative side effects, obviously I'll get off it. But man, it'll be nice to be down to 195. It'll be real nice to be down to 195. It'll be extremely nice. And it's almost like a second life. Let's see. Jacob Neal doesn't seem like a good candidate for Ozempic. All Neal needs to do is walk down push ups and eat tuna and beans, right, Kevin? Neil plays Neil plays games with a woman's hearts. Where's Kevin? Kevin ain't here. Yeah. So I mean, if you're like overweight like me, you should speak to your doctor. But you have to get a liver scan. I had a liver scan, and they said, yeah, you could qualify for it. Now, not a, some doctors will just give it to you. They just want the money. I was like, okay, yeah, but usually you have to get a liver scan. So I got a liver scan, and I'm getting it because my liver scan says you need to do something. You know, so I mean, modern medicine is incredible, man. Modern medicine is incredible. So to have to live in this 230-pound body, which I'm not happy about, with a chance to be a 195-pound body, is just incredible. First of all, I talk to women and they give me their phone numbers, this and that, but they look at my stomach and they kind of like get turned off because you could see a little grimace there. They're like, okay, this guy has a belly, you know. But if I'm 195, it's gonna be a different game, you know. It's just the bottom line, man. When you're in shape, it's a different world. Women see you differently, you know. A to Z. Fat Wayne, where's Fat Wayne? How you doing, A to Z? Haven't seen you in a long time. I haven't seen you in a long time. Yeah, I'm doing shaving videos now. I'm enjoying this Silver Mountain water. I'm really smelling it a lot, man. It's kind of nice. It's super super fresh. But yeah, man, it's nice to see you here, man. Really nice to see you. A to Z is probably in good shape. He doesn't have to worry about this, you know. But I think sometimes in life, especially when you get older, you have vices, and food could be a vice. Uh, Nicotine with me is a vice, and you just need some sort of vice. And then you get fat, you get overweight, you know, and your organs aren't happy anymore. And it's like this. I have to deny the call. Yeah, but I think it froze. It froze. It froze. All right. Hey, take care, everybody.